Hello my lovelies, we are on episode 3 of a book talk series and I'm bringing you another werewolf story. But before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it would make my absolute day if you did, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So this week I'm going to be discussing Of Water and Moonlight by Valia Lind, which is of course about werewolves, magic and even fae. Yes, that's right, we're going to be talking about the fae. So Of Water and Moonlight is another YA paranormal romance, and there's two reasons why I was hooked. One, there is an absolutely amazing feisty heroine, I love that. And two, yes, there is a bit of shifty yumminess going on in here. Let's just talk about that for a sec, shall we? So I get the need to show healthy relationships, especially in YA novels, but this is a shifter, a werewolf. By nature of just who they are, they can be possessive and they can be dominant and they can be all those bad things, but that's what we like about werewolves. So to completely dismiss this in a book kind of annoys me, okay? Yes, I want to see healthy relationships developing and showing healthy relationships, but I also want to see what's true to the nature of whatever I'm reading about. So in this case, a shifter is going to be a bit possessive. If he wasn't, I'd be a bit concerned about why. Whilst I do like possessive werewolves, because let's face it, who doesn't, I don't like dominance, okay? And that's why I like feisty heroines that go along with the werewolves, because they don't accept this possessive trait and they fight back against it and they know their own self-worth and things like this. And that's why I like feisty heroines and I like werewolves, okay? You can see there's a match made in heaven going on here. Even better if the male lead, the shifter, or I say male because they tend to be the shifter in this scenario, but if the shifter involved recognises their possessive tendencies and takes steps to overcome them, even better, okay? But don't tell me that we can't have any shifter possessiveness in books, because not happening. That's what I like about shifters. Right. Let's stop there, or let's move on to the book. So Maddie is our feisty heroine, okay? And she is in her second year at Thunderbird Academy. No, not related to the Thunderbirds. And she has made a vow to find her father whilst the school is being attacked by the Ancients. We don't know much about the Ancients, but they seem pretty scary and they're quite intent on getting into the school. Oh, and in the midst of all that, she's also trying to figure out her feelings towards Aidan, our werewolf, obviously, because it's a romance. This trilogy, of the one that starts with Of Water and Moonlight, is actually part of a wider universe, and there were some previous books before this, the Hawthorne Chronicles, if you're interested. Now, when I was reading the beginning of Water and Moonlight, I felt that the backstory was very rich, far too detailed, and I felt like I was maybe missing out on something. I thought, hang on a minute, this seems like something's already gone on here. So a quick Google search did tell me that it is another trilogy in the same universe. However, it does stand alone on its own. Once I realised this, I was able to just read it and understand that there was this rich history that I didn't know, but what I did need to know for this story was in this story. So I could read Of Water and Moonlight, that whole trilogy. I haven't actually read the Hawthorne Chronicles yet, but I imagine readers that have read that first understood that history and it was a lot more rich for them. So, shameless promotion here, this is exactly what's happening with the Bloodline Alliance trilogy. I have the original trilogy, of which book 1 is already out and book 2 is out very soon. And I am about to start writing the Bloodline Alliance Task Force, which is another trilogy which will stand alone. You can read it by itself, but it does relate to the first set of books. And that's what Valia Lind has done. So you can read Of Water and Moonlight on its own. The story actually picks up in her second year after she has helped her sisters perform a spell to sort of protect where they live from these ancients, okay? And that's sort of what the first set of books focuses on that I've not read, but it brings that up in the book for you so you understand what's going on. We also know that her father has disappeared. Okay, so Aidan, our hunky werewolf, thank you very much. He and Maddie take an immediate disliking to each other. Their back and forth banter was like a really refreshing change to the norm. I really liked that about those. I think that's why I was really sucked into the story, because I wanted to see what happened with Maddie and Aidan and this sort of dislike and banter, and it was clear to the reader that there was clearly something going on, but it was their banter and their communication that sort of really drove that romance plot. And we didn't have any of that love at first sight nonsense, like yes it has a place, but no, I'm not a fan. So because the Ancients are attacking the Thunderbird Academy, they sort of pair up with combat tutors. So of course Maddie's combat tutor is Aidan. So we have some literal sparring scenes between them, and it's really, really good. There's a bit of steaminess going on as well in there, but don't worry, it's still YA, and I just love the banter between them even as they are fighting. They are brilliant. Because Maddie is trying to find out what happened to her father using sort of school resources, she does find herself in a spot of bother a few times because the Ancients are attacking the school. And so yes, there are some scenes where Aidan does come to the rescue, but I find it's really well balanced between her being able to save herself and the I don't need no man attitude, which is brilliant, but at the same time we still get to see that connection between them as they try to save and protect each other, really. Let's round this up. If you like shifters, witches and supernatural beings, tension-filled argumentative communication with epic banter between the love interests, a story setting up for a pretty intense battle, hot shifters who are clearly possessive but try their damned hardest not to show it, and a well-balanced, believable heroine who is also feisty. If you like those things, then this book is probably for you. So that's it on the book talk episode today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon. Please comment below if you have read Of Water and Moonlight or you intend to read it now, and what your thoughts are on the book. I would like to know. Alright, bye for now guys, bye!